This one from Dawg Pound Daily. 5 dream scenarios for the Browns in 2023. Number 5, Jed Wills proves to be the future left tackle. Number 4, Jim Schwartz helps the Browns lead the NFL in sacks. Number 3, Browns rival quarterbacks trend in the wrong direction. So you're talking about Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Kenny Pickett. Number 2, Elijah Moore looks like the player we saw at Ole Miss. And number 1, Deshaun Watson returns to form. And Tyler, I would say this. If number 1 happens, none of the other 4 really matter because, and that's not fair, but if Deshaun Watson gets back to being a top 5 type quarterback in the NFL, the Browns can overcome any of the others that don't happen.
Yeah, a lot of times in the past, under Kevin Stefanski, the biggest thing was, could the rest of the roster overcome some issues at the quarterback position? Now, it's if Deshaun Watson's the player that we all know he is and the Browns paid for and gave up all the assets to acquire him, if he's that type of player, the rest of what they say pretty much doesn't matter because then he's elevating everyone else around him as it is. But everything that was mentioned there, I think has a good chance to happen, except when you talk about number 3, the rival QBs trending in the wrong direction, you know what you got in Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. I think the hope there is that Kenny Pickett doesn't really become the franchise quarterback for the Steelers, and then they have trouble trying to find a quarterback. That's what we hope for. But, yeah, Deshaun Watson at number 1, if he returns to form, pretty much none of the others matter. They would be nice, and it would be helpful for sure, but Deshaun Watson's the key to the Browns' success this year, for sure.
Yeah, the other thing I would say, number 4, if Schwartz helps the Browns lead the NFL in sacks, that can compensate for a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's very possible, especially when you have Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, 2 of the best defensive ends in the league on either side of the defensive line. You add in Ogbo Okoronkwo. You have Dalvin Tomlinson coming in. It's possible that they could lead the NFL in sacks. Would not surprise me one bit. And it would just imagine how far the Browns defense has come in a year if we are able to say at the end of this year that we led the NFL in sacks. So it would be absolutely phenomenal. But it's not out of the realm of possibility either.